Hey everyone, welcome back to where we left off last episode. Still not actively recording, but I'm going to switch back to that in the next couple episodes. As much as I thought the editing would be a lot easier, I just have to go back and find every single spot that I need to talk, and it results in a lot more passes. As much as the inconvenience of someone interrupting me while I'm actively recording might be, the recording after the fact takes a lot more time. Like, it takes me an hour to get through a video when I've already got it. I just have to sync it. It's not a big deal. Cut stuff out. But doing this has taken me like 2 hours for this one. So these are the same enemies that I fought earlier, but I learned here that they're called Saber Tusks because Ignis is Mr. Bestiary, I guess. So I haven't introduced the characters outside of the tutorial, which I said I would do, so I guess I'll do that now. I will start with Gladiolus, because I feel like he might have been the first one that Noctis met, but I'm not sure. I know Prompto was the last. So Gladiolus, Noctis met through his combat training. I don't know if he's just his combat partner or if he's his personal trainer as well, probably a little bit. I mean, not like Noctis looks super buff or anything. So this is the mission here as well that we were doing for Cindy. This dude's just kind of hanging out in here. He had some major shits.
Been looking for you.
Didn't mean to cause y'all any trouble. I've been stuck here on account of my sprained ankle.
Sure, that's why.
Something funny about them varmints. I gave them hell, but couldn't finish the job. Still one mean mutt about. Well, y'all don't look much like hunters, but what do you say? Put that puppy to rest for me?
You want me to kill a dog? What the fuck's wrong with you? I mean, I did just kill, like, 6 sort of dog creatures. But I didn't call them dogs. Maybe I did. They're hounds. It's different.
Y'all got guts, that's for sure. Let me tell you where I last saw them.
Way to show some spunk. Now let's get ready to kick some tail.
I'm just gonna take a second to reorganize my party here after I got that equipment from that mission there. And I'll be right back. So, yeah, just added some stuff to Noctis. It was only like one thing. So yeah, Gladiolus and Noctis met through his personal training, and Gladiolus' sister decided to sneak out one day, and happened to come across Noct, who'd also snuck out, and I believe he was just sitting alone, and she like fell down a hill or something when she was coming to try to find his, to talk to him. She slipped on the hill or something like that. This is all from the Brotherhood anime, by the way. And I figured I'd check out this thing here, too. So I'll just zip ahead to where that is. I was hoping for secrets, but there's a pretty awesome view instead. I'm definitely going to be taking in a lot of these little vistas, and I'll just stop for seconds in the videos and look around at stuff like I did at the beginning. So yeah, so his sister fell down a hill, and Noctis went and got help. Initially, his sister was going to get in trouble, but Noctis was like, no, it was my fault, like I don't know, I was out there and I shouldn't have been, whatever. So he made sure that Gladiolus' sister didn't get in trouble. So he sort of started to respect Noctis a little bit more from that. And then constant training and fighting as well. I believe Ignis was the second character, well, yeah, the second friend that he met, but I can't be sure. He's, I guess he plays the role of his butler, assistant, chauffeur. When you first meet him in the anime, he's usually waiting at the car with Noctis. This is the monster I was sent to hunt, so I guess it's sort of mini-boss. Now, there's a little, like, blackness around his face there, like a little cloud. And yeah, Gladiolus is kind of pointing this out as well, that it's like, you know, looks vicious, but it also looks sort of out of the ordinary. That's something else I've noticed in King's Tale as well, is they're saying that the monsters are acting weird. And that little, like, smog coming off of his head kind of makes me think that there's something upsetting the regular creatures that are normally a little more relaxed. Because people are talking, like, when they're giving me the quest there, Cindy, and she was saying that, like, you know, they're kind of acting up, or they're a little more ornery than usual. Yeah, this is a good mini boss fight. These guys all got their, like, tech abilities pretty quick. Oh, tech, something like that. I've forgotten already. And I wasn't sure what Ignis does for his tech thing at first, but I think he just, like, throws a bunch of knives. I'm not sure. I think when he uses it on multiple people, like in the battle I did in the last episode, I think you can actually attack each person that he marks, that he hits with it, but I don't know yet. And then Gladiolus has like a circular attack. We've already seen that before. And of course Prompto is just like a stronger shot. I like this, like, just, you know, knocking the boss down and getting him in a weak point, and then you can just kind of wail on him for a little bit. It kind of doesn't make the fight quite as exciting to... Like, there's not really much technique to this fight. I mean, it's pretty early on. I totally missed that. That probably would have been super cool to see. I wasn't expecting it, though. So yeah, not a difficult fight, really. I still didn't get an S rank or whatever, but, you know.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Dave just called and said he's safe. Thanks for finding him.
Okay.
Nice work, y'all.
Okay.
By the way, the old girl's looking good as new. Oh, while I got ya, if y'all want to fix her up before you roll out, let me know.
So this is weird. There's just, like, him thinking in his head, but he's just awkwardly on the phone, saying nothing.
Sounds good.
She'll be waiting at the garage.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Ignis is his chauffeur, butler, assistant,
Who's up next behind the wheel?
all-round
Ignis should take it
helper
and
dude.
never let go.
And they're talking about Ignis being the best driver,
Eyes on the dash.
with a Four Eyes
I
joke.
couldn't even keep one.
Like,
Sure, I do. Any
really?
better.
Put me in the driver's seat.
I mean, maybe it's still a thing in Japan, but it's been localized. It's just, it seems like not the best joke. Not that it's, like, super mean to Ignis, but it's just, like, seems pretty lame. Here's my greatest nemesis in this whole episode is this wall that I wanted to get over it, but it wasn't having it. So back on Ignis, the first time they sort of start interacting and become friends is Nocta's moved out, and he's trying to, you know, like, get through, I don't know if it's college or what, but it's some sort of school where he attends with Prompto, and Noct will come home and, you know, being Mr. Lazy Bachelor, he doesn't do his homework, he doesn't do his dishes. He makes instant noodles or buys food and then just leaves it there.
Pretend you're walking to the car.
This here as well, I think I was supposed to trigger an event, but because I realized that I can fast travel, I didn't. I'm going to see if I can trigger it in the next episode, though. But once I fast travel here, I'll be right back.
Want to go check it out?
What is it?
What are we looking at? Exactly, what is it? You never say, you just kind of walk. What if you're just, like, walking into the road? Like, want to check out the traffic? No. But yeah, so each person will have, like, a point of interest come up every now and then. Like, you'll walk over there and be like, oh, hey, take a look at this. Also kind of cool.
I wonder what sort of meat they use here.
So,
matter,
this
as
is the
long as
guy
it
that I was
tastes
supposed
good.
to talk to in the last episode and, like, find out more about the area. He's got meals and hunts, and then there's another thing that I can't remember.
Welcome.
What is it? Just general information for like points of interest. So yeah, so Ignis is constantly cleaning up after Noct, and you know, being like, look, your dad's gonna revoke your independence rights if you fail your exams, and if you can't like keep a clean place and stuff. And eventually Noct sort of figures it out and is like, well, I don't really want to move back in, or I don't want to fail my university and be a failure. So he gets his shit together, and they kind of bond over that. Like, there's a dessert thing that like Ignis makes for Noct, which is supposed to be something that he had, I think, in Lunafreya's hometown city. I don't remember the name of it yet. And he's always constantly trying to remake that recipe for Noct, like, perfectly. Ignis is a big cook, and that's why he's usually the one doing the cooking in the game. Yeah, I just went with the simple quest here because I didn't have any levels yet at this point, but I should next level by the end of this video.
Stay alert.
So yeah, that's all I remember from Ignis's story. Prompto, I also explained the tutorial, but if you didn't watch that, that's fine. And like I said, I was gonna do it here anyway. So Prompto is Noctis's schoolmate. See if I can do a better job than I did in the tutorial. Jiggly jelly with tomatoes. Ugh. Oh yeah, this is a little Easter egg here. What it actually is Prompto takes a picture of it, but that didn't really say anything about him taking a picture. And then of course you can just overhear conversations. I don't know if you can do anything with this yet, or if it's just like kind of background intriguing things. But yeah, I was having some hard time with the stool. And I just wanted to check and see if there are any more of those little like Easter egg spots around or interesting posters, but nothing other than more food. And yeah, you look at I forget who was saying this, but like you look at the menu that he actually has, and then if you look at his overhead menu, it's actually the same. Like you actually see the products that he does have. So Prompto was a schoolmate of Noctis. They weren't really close, they were in the same class. And then one day, Prompto found a puppy that had like an injured leg, and he nursed it back to health. Prompto used to be like a chubby kid, and once he'd finally nursed the puppy back to full health, like it just kind of disappeared. It actually returned to Princess Lunafreya, which now that I think of it makes no sense, unless she was visiting, because she lives like on the other side of the continent, I think. Anyway, long distance for a puppy to travel. And Cindy here's just gonna tell me about like, thanks for the mission, and you can upgrade your car and stuff. So anyway, Prompto got a letter from Lunafreya saying like, thank you so much, like, oh, you happen to be Noct's classmate, like, could you please look after him for me? I have a sore throat, my throat really hurts. Hang on. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, that's Prompto's thing, is pictures. I don't know when it became his thing, but it is.
Oh, and before I forget, would y'all mind making a little delivery for me?
And yeah, setting up another side quest, which I'll probably do in the next video if I can, or next session that I record.
Not at all.
Perfect. Thought you'd say yes. So I
So,
already put it in the trunk.
Prompto's letter
There
said,
should
like,
be
you
a
know, be friends with
motel on your
Noctis,
way
look
to
after him, he
Galdin.
needs a little bit of
If y'all
guidance and a
wouldn't
good
mind
friend.
giving that to the owner,
But
that'd be swell.
because Prompto was
Grandpa
like
and my
eating
grandkid.
cheeseburgers after school every day and stuff, didn't feel too self-confident, he kind of went home and was like, I need to be better. So he started, like, you know, better for myself and better so I can be a better friend and be able to help my friend. So he starts like his training regime of running and stuff. And by the time they get to like their senior year, he's like, hey, like, we should hang out and be friends.
Oh,
And
while I
they
gotcha,
become good friends, I guess,
if
and
y'all
it's
wanna
his,
fix her
like,
up before
seems
you
like his
roll
only
out,
school friend.
Let me know.
So this is the customization menu. I want you to enjoy this with me.
How about the decals? How about the decals? How about the decals? Decals.
So I got to listen to that the entire, like, 15 minutes that I was
Well,
customizing
here
the
she
car.
is, just
Anytime
like you ordered.
you switch to the actual, like, sticker or decal, which is a word that I now hate because of this, she says that line, and holy crap, it just echoed in my brain. So now you've heard it, and you can't unhear it. So enjoy that. I'm glad. What else do I gotta say? So Ignis was saying how, like, we could let him drive, or we could do manual driving and, like, drive ourselves. But when I got here to service the car and, like, to customize it and stuff, it was daytime. And by the time I finished, it's nighttime. So I was just looking for, like, a rest stop as well, because she was telling me about that, and, like, I can spend the night. But now that I want to drive the car,
The roads are perilous at night. Let us wait for morning.
fine. Yeah, now I can't drive the car because it's nighttime. Apparently, I guess I don't have my night driving license. It's like getting a
sounds
motorcycle
good.
license. Stupid. So we have to spend the night. And there's a strange section coming up here where, like, I don't know why, but I think I'm missing dialogue. I also noticed this on the map, which is a Chocobo rental service, I guess, which I wanted to do, but again, not available. Probably wouldn't be able to do it at night anyway. So yeah, this is the little, like, you know, trailer that we're gonna hang out in overnight and stuff. And I just seem to be missing all the dialogue from the characters, or it's a place where I would assume that there's dialogue, but for whatever reason, it's just missing.
It could crash right here.
So since we have no dialogue from the party, I guess I'll just make it up. I don't remember what their voices sound like, or I can't do a good impression of them, but let's go inside, guys. Alright, time for nap. I'm fucking terrible at this. Noct, help me with these chairs. I'm really big and strong, but these 4 chairs are they're beyond my abilities. I'll figure out the stove. Yeah, you sit there, I'll sit there, cause I can tell you where to sit, cause I'm a prince. No, I'm gonna stand. I don't need help with the chairs. Yeah, I'll stand too. Sitting's not cool. So I didn't realize this is how you level up. I might have missed the little tip or whatever, but now I know. So that's why I wasn't getting any experience or anything like that. I figured it would happen somehow, I just wasn't sure how. So now that I already accepted that level 2 hunt, I feel like I can definitely go back for the level like 5 and 7. So I'm not sure if the next thing is just like a time event, or if it's every time you go and spend the night or something like that. You can see they all have special abilities as well. I guess Gladiolus' survival might be... No, because ingredients is Ignis. No, cooking is Ignis. Maybe it's to do with ingredients and resources. I'm not sure yet. All the other ones are pretty self-explanatory. So these are all the shots that Prompto took during the day. I don't know if I would have noticed these. I think they're just like some of these things obviously didn't happen. Some of them did. Like, some of these are clearly poses. This one probably actually happened. That was the little Easter egg that I had there.
Damn.
And this is
a really good shot.
the one that we took in front of the
Make
car.
sure I got the regalia's good side.
Yeah, I just went through and saved a whole bunch. I saved all of them because I'm crazy. But that's about it for this episode. And I'll see you guys in the next one. But not before I forget about this.
How about the decals?